Hey, my YouTube friends and family. Hey, I'm back with another video, folks. Today, I'm going to answer the question that I always have for myself, and we can see how this works out together. Should we wrap ribs? Should we not wrap ribs? So today, folks, we're going to be doing a no wrap St. Louis style rib video. We're going to get these ingredients together. And then once we get these ingredients together, we're going to show you how you come up with this beautiful product that you see here. These wonderful no wrap St. Louis ribs. The only time these ribs will be wrapped is after they're done cooking the whole time unwrapped. They're going to be wrapped in foil in your favorite sauce to rest. After that, they'll be cut and eaten. So, folk, once I get these ribs together, I bring you back. All right, folk, I'm back. Hey, I got these ribs laid out. I didn't do the unpackaging and trimming. I just did a quick trim just for a backyard cook. I didn't take the membrane off these ribs because on these St. Louis and these spare ribs, the membrane on the back, it's pockets of fat under there. So I just like to leave the membrane on. This type, my baby backs, I take the membrane off. Depends on how I'm cooking them. But on these, I left the membrane on because I want that fat to render maybe and hold moisture inside. That's just something that I do. I won't score it. I just trim the skirt muscle off. I shape these up a little bit. Okay, these two racks right here, I got a base coat of this Heath Riles garlic jalapeno rub. It's basically a SPG, and all it has is got a little jalapeno powder in it to give it a little kick. It don't burn you up. It's just that added little something that lets you know it's something going on good with these ribs. And I got a top coat of Meat Church Honey Hog Barbecue on these two. On this rack right here, I'm going to go with a Texas style. This is Meat Church Texas Sugar Barbecue Rub. These I'm not going to put any sauce or anything on. I want to see how this rub stands on its own. I saw Matt from Meat Church. He said this almost gives you a true Texas style barbecue flavor. So I'm testing it out today to see what that is. So this is straight Texas Sugar Meat Church Barbecue Rub right here. So, folks, I got the Traeger heating up, running those smoking pecan pellets. And then once I get them out there, folks, I'll bring you back. All right, folks, I'm back. Hey, I went on to set these ribs on here off camera, but I just set them on not 30 seconds ago. So now I just want to give you a look to see what they look like. There they go. There they go, folks. They're sitting in there. They're ready for their little long rest. These two are the Meat Church Honey Barbecue. These are the Texas Sugar. So, folk, this rack. So, folk, they just gonna ride along, get that thing going. I may come back in about 2 hours to give them a look. And if we spritz, the only thing we're gonna spritz with is warm water. So, folk, in about a couple hours, I'll just bring you back. All right, folk, I'm back. Hey, it's been about 2.5 hours since we put these ribs on. What I want to do now is just take a peek at them, see what they look like. Oh, man, they look good. What kind of temp we got on this thick rack right here? They're like at 180, almost 190 already. Yeah. So, folk, what I like to do when I do a no wrap rib, I like to flip them. I like to flip them over, get a little bit of that color like that on the bottom side. So we're going to flip them over. I'm going to flip this end around. Flip them over just like that. And we're going to let them go at least another 45 minutes to an hour before we check them again. And we might be ready, folks. We might be ready at that point. So, folks, once we get that done, I'll bring you back. All right, folks, I'm back. Hey, it's been about 45 minutes since we was out here and flipped the. Boy, look at that smoke from those smoke pecan pellets. Beautiful. See what kind of temp man, we at 200 degrees. Yep. Folks, I'm going to flip these over. Look at that color on these ribs. Look at that juice that's set up on them. I hadn't spritzed or nothing. Look at that, folks. No spritz. Bones falling out. Look at those ribs. Folk, take a look at that. You see that there? So, folk, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get inside, get my pan so I can take these off. Then once I get you back inside, I'll show you what we're going to do next. So hold tight. All right, folk, I'm back. Hey, I got these ribs here off the smoker. Now I'm just going to show you how I'm going to rest them. We said we wasn't going to wrap them while we cook. We were just wrapping them while we rest. Got you. Whatever your favorite barbecue sauce is, put it on your aluminum foil like that. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on, drizzle a little on top here. Just like that. Wrap them up in this foil and let them rest for about 45 minutes, at least to an hour. So, folk, I'm going to get these other 2 racks done. The 1 rack, I'm not going to sauce at all, the Texas sugar. They're going to be that straight Texas style. So, but these other 2, I'm going to get them closed up in this foil. And then once we get them all wrapped up and rested, I'll bring you back. All right, folk, I'm back. As you can see, we got those ribs out of that foil. We've let it rest for about an hour. Now, I'm going to cut into this rack and this rack. This is the rack that says the Texas, no sauce. These 2 were seasoned the same with that Meat Church honey hog. So we're going to just cut a piece out of this one. I would get a crooked bone, but that's okay. We're going to get a look. Look at that no wrap rib, folk. Just look at that. Beautiful. Now we're going to get a cut out of this no wrap and no sauce. The Texas barbecue with the Texas sweet from Meat Church. Look at that, folk. Oh, my goodness. All right. So what I'll do now, I'm going to turn you around, and then we're going to do us a taste test. Finish up this video. Hold tight. All right, folk, I'm back. Let's do a little taste test here, folk. All right, this one is the no sauce, the Texas sugar from Meat Church. Let's give this a taste. Look at that bite through, folks. Can you see it? Look at that bite through. That is a delicious rib. Oh my gosh. The smokiness, the flavor, the taste of that Texas sweet from Meat Church. It's just an outstanding rib. Now, we're going to go with the sauced rib. I use Sweet Baby Ray's today, straight up. Look at that. Looks beautiful. Let's get us a taste here. Again, look at that bite, folks. Perfect. Delicious, juicy. Excuse me for licking, but I can't help it. But folks, I think we solved the problem. No need to wrap your ribs. We cooked at 275 today. Total cook time was right at 4 hours. After about 2.5 hours, I flip them over so that just to help get that color and that texture on both sides of the rib. I didn't remove membrane. As you can see, there was no trouble biting through. Bit through just like it was the tender meat, no problem at all. So hey, folks, I think we solved it. Don't try to fight yourself wondering whether I'm going to wrap in foil, whether I'm going to wrap in paper, when I'm going to wrap, how I'm going to wrap. Just wrap to rest in your favorite sauce or no sauce. And you have an excellent rib. So I think we got a winner, folks. No wrap ribs on the Traeger Ironwood with those smoking pecan pellets. So folks, if you enjoy this content and you find it useful, if you would give me a thumbs up, if you would give me a subscribe, like, share these videos so we can continue to grow this channel, so we can just have good content for you to watch and just continue to, and I want to thank you for those who have subscribed, those who do share, those who like. I really appreciate it. You don't know what it means to me. So, folk, I'm going to wrap this video up. And as I always say, just keep on cooking.